Hello, how is everybody doing today? And by request, I got my 5 comments on Instagram, so let's talk about the news that there will be no Skylanders 7 in 2017. I have negatives, I have positives. I was going to break it up and do a negatives video and then do a positives video. But I'll just shove it all into this one video. Makes it easier on me. But first, you want to see an adorable baby picture? Gosh. Man, was I cute. I don't want to hear it. If you think otherwise. My mom said she still has that outfit. Alright. Sorry about that. I should just put the picture up here all the time. Baby! There are far more positives. Yeah, that's a good video. There you go. Far more positives than negatives. Let me do the negatives first because let's just get them out of the way. The first negatives is for those that do the launch big, let's go out, get all the figures thing. It's really fun. I've been doing it since Sparrows I didn't get on launch. I got it around Christmas time. Every other game since, I went to a midnight launch, or I just went out, spent the whole day, went to 5 Walmarts, to Best Buy, the Toys R Us, just went Target. I spent the whole day, went out to eat. It was just a really fun day. I can't do that because there will be no game to go get. So that's a bummer. That was always fun to do. The other thing is this. Once a game slows down and a company says, we're not going to make a game this year, it's very hard to make the game the next year. Because what they're saying is either the franchise is slowing down, they're not selling as many copies of the game, or they truly are going to wait a year because they need more time to make it, which very well could be. Toys for Bob is probably going to make the next game. They usually switch, but Vicarious Visions is making Destiny 2, and they just worked on the Crash Bandicoot game. So we'll think positively, and we'll just say Toys for Bob needs an extra year to make the next game. But just for momentum's sake, it's not good that they're taking a year off. So that's it. That's the only negative things I could think about. Everything else, the rest of the video is going to be positive. So let's start it out right now. Tried to do this video all in one take, but it didn't happen. Anyways, the first and biggest thing for me is this. It's going to be good that we don't have to spend all that money. While I like to go out on launch and spend whatever amount of money it is an expensive game. I don't think we realize how much we spend because it is a little spread out. Launch you spend a ton of money, but other than that, it's spread out. But you're paying $1,000 plus for one video game. So the fact that we don't have to spend that much, save the money in your wallets because there's just going to be some adventure packs, maybe a couple of new toys, and hopefully the DLC they just kind of throw in, or with the characters, whatever. Mostly free. Saving money. We might save $800 for those of you that buy everything. I still want to get all the characters, I'll say that much. But when the traps came out, I have most, but I was like, I'm not going to go crazy and try to get them all. The crystals are even more like that. I got the initial 10 that Activision sent, but other than that, I have not bought a crystal. I probably won't. I've only made 2. Imaginators. I have 6 or so to use. They're empty. I'm just not going to go out and spend the money to get the rest. So, we can all save money. That's a very good thing. If you think about how much you spend on Skylanders, you can get probably 3 or 4 Switches. When the Switch comes out, you could get, a typical game is $60. Let's say there's DLC, let's say $100. 10 really good games. Horizon Zero Dawn, For Honor. Think the games you want to play. Think of it. You would be able to get it if you went that route. Kind of remind me of a post by MGO Games, and he just recently told me on Instagram in a comment that he's kind of went away from Skylanders to focus on playing a variety of games because it's just so expensive. So the fact that there's no game will make it easier to save your money, and there's going to still be characters, so we still get that fixed. If you want some new characters, I bet there'll be, what, 4 or 5 characters. So that's good. Saving money. Oh! I thought about something else I didn't like. Kind of goes along with the crystals. I'm not the biggest fan of Skylanders Imaginers. It is not my favorite game. It's not my second favorite game. It might not even be my third favorite Skylanders game. Swap Force is my favorite. Spyro's Adventure is second. A lot of that has to do with I'm not that creative, and the Creation Crystal thing wasn't my favorite. So the fact that it's going to be the same game for another year is kind of like, eh. If you've beaten the game and you get a new character, why would you care about getting the character? Because you've beaten the game. What will you do with that character? Play the ballerina, which is very repetitive. Back to the good things. It's just good to take a year off if they are making another game, because hopefully it's better. Every time you put out a game, think of Call of Duty, Assassin's Creed when they did it. If you put out a game every year, it gets a very monotonous. The games get very similar. Call of Duty is, I still play it, but I don't play Infinite Warfare that much. I much prefer Modern Warfare, but it's really getting boring because it's the same thing. Same thing, different maps. Assassin's Creed got like that. People just got tired of it because it wasn't much different. Skylanders is pretty much the same gameplay since Spyro's Adventure. 6 games. So they really have to change it. Figure out something different. They did like a Smash style Brothers game where you could take any character and battle any other character. How great would that be for like a last game? If they're going to make another game, if they make a one last hurrah type of thing. Because I do think they're very close to the end. For the reason I just said. Because it's very hard to do the same thing over and over. Because when there's a fly right here. Or a... Like I said, what did I just say? Hard to do the same thing. They really need to change it up. That guy's going to drive me nuts. And do something completely different. And with the year off, they have time to do that. The thing about people complain about online PvP so much, and the reason they probably won't do that, although I just said Smash Brothers style game would be really cool, because people don't play online now. I know it's not the online you want, but online racing people barely touched. And it wasn't that bad. It was fun to try to beat Steve Smith's score, Carl's score. It was really fun to do. Don't play the Supercharged Racing in Imaginators. I played it once with Skyfan, I think. That was it. And Battlecast, which has online battle capabilities, which is a really good game I'm almost done with. Probably make a review of it. People should play that game much more than they do. It's the best mobile game I've probably played. Not played a lot, but it's really good. Should I make a review? Do you want to hear it? So the fact that people aren't playing online now is going to really make it hard for them to want to put that in another game, or even add that to the current game, which they could very well do in a DLC. That was off topic. That was random. And I remember even way back when they said that was the least mode played. That's kind of why they dropped it in the first place. Positives. I think that just the year, saving the money, waiting, gives Toys provide more time to make a better quality game, go in a completely different direction is very, very good. The other thing is, we don't really need more characters. When you have 400 characters, how many do you actually pick up and play? Not many. Even, like I said, that's why the beauty of like a Smash Brothers style game would be so cool. Because you don't even have to make more characters. It could be the characters we have. Kind of, my main point is, it's getting overloaded. We need a break to save our money. We don't need necessarily more characters because people are getting burnt out on the characters. You know who everyone is, and it's not just somebody else. I don't need to mention names. It's me too. You get burnt out on it. You're like, cool, but it's just another one of 400 characters I have. So the break is good. Play other games, save your money, and wait for the next game. Or like I said, play other games. Buy a Switch, whatever you want to do. I think that's it. And I probably said more negatives than positives, but I really do think that it's good to wait a year. If they're not ready to rush out a game, would kind of be ridiculous. We need to fight a different boss other than Chaos. They just need to switch it up. Please switch it up. Gosh, that's adorable. Alright. My dog's barking. You guys have a great day. And tell me in the comments. Be quiet. Tell me in the comments below. He's not going to shut up. Below your negatives and positives. And if I think of something else, I might add to it. I might have a different shirt on. But I think for now, that's all I can think of. Take more time. Different direction. New style of game. It needs to be different. I think people are getting, like I said, simply burnt out on the franchise. Alright. So I don't repeat myself and say the same thing. You guys have a great day. Look. Baby. Adios.